kickoff.
Katie York set to get this one started. And we're off from Levi Stadium. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 27-yard line.
On the 6.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. First play is to the air. I'll set up the screen. It's Williams. Well, maybe the rest of the game's going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards.
It's a loss of 2.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Reload. Ready.
Here's the handoff. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Brought down by Paulson Adebo.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
Let's go now.
Here he goes. 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
43-yard line.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run and break tackles and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
Got him a good handful there as it brings up 2nd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you'd really break the backs of the defense.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. They're throwing it. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
The Packers send out their punting unit. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. Coming off a busy week, 5 punts in the loss, and he sends this one away.
First down 10 at their own 20-yard line.
'49ers to the line. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Check. Not Bronco 80.
Check.
Give now to the running back. He stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1.
Here we go.
Back-to-back carries here. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
It's complete. This is Olave. Still going inside the 35. And it'll be first and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
First and goal, they're hoping for an opening drive touchdown.
Get ready! Get ready!
From the red zone on first. Has it in close. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot, and believe it, your guy can get there.
60. 19 Lions. Ready, ready?
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. And he's going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers drop 80-plus yards and take a 6-0 lead. Chris Olave with the touchdown. York tacks on that extra point. And the 49ers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now he's York to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Packers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. First and 10.
Ready! Just the Eagles!
Airing it out to start this drive. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So second down now after the incompletion.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
After the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22.
Let's go now. Yellow, 22. Ready?
Back to the air. Love. Taken in by Williams outright. He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up third and short.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you could find a completion just like that.
That's the first down, and he's still going. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Set, hut. Ready.
First down, and they go right back to it. That one only good for a couple. It's second down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Ready?
Need a better result than that last run. It's second and 8.
You Beetle Blue.
Slot man motioned over. He loses the football. But it looked like the Packers were able to cover it. No turnover. They keep possession.
Recovered by the offense.
They will not get another playoff. We're at the end of one. 7-0 is our score. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this. Well, they got the football back, Brock, but things don't look much better. It's 3rd and long.
Here we go. Ready.
3rd and long for him here. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down. Torrey Taylor on to punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. And, oh, just a hair too much on that kick. The punt lands in the end zone. This one's coming out to the 20. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Richardson. He's got a man left. Galloping inside the 40. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Okay, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers. Sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
Now he's York to kick this one away. Return starts from the goal line. And he only gets to around the 15 before being brought down.
At their own 13-yard line.
Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. Love out of the shotgun. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down after a short gain.
You know, as any quarterback is going to tell you, that's one of the most difficult things to do, knowing you're going to get blasted. That defender's coming right at you, but you got to throw an accurate ball. It does 2 things. Number 1, it strikes fear in the defense, and number 2, you gain respect of your teammates.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Come on, set. Black, 6, level, set.
Shotgun now for Love. Finds him over the middle. And this is going to get him right up near that 1st down, but he's marked short after a gain of 7, 3rd down. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Third down, Niners going with some dime coverage here.
Ready. Green Jack. Black. 95. Hut, hut.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Pass is brought in by Coleman. Still going inside the 35. And he's got it all the way down to the 12.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Solid running here. That's 9 yards as he brings up 2nd down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
They were ready for him. They won that battle on the ground. This is backed up to the 9. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something, an injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Okay, ready?
3rd down, they need 7.
Let's go. 52 Bulls. Ready?
Love from the gun. And oh, he got it! Interception! And he's into the end zone for the pick 6 for San Francisco. But we all saw his teammates yelling at him, go down for the touchback. Yeah, no chance of that. He saw a lane to take it from one end zone to the other, and he did just that.
You know, and in that sense, he's no different than a kick returner bringing it out of the end zone. That's why some think DBs make the best return men. They just got that unique way of seeing the field, whether it's on a kickoff or going 100+ for a pick six. Wow.
Cade York to kick off.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. He's going to field this at the 2. They get to him before it can amount to much, just beyond that 15-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Right up the gut. And this winds up being an excellent play for them from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down.
And the Packers 1st down.
Another carry for him. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
Hey, Kate, sorting through traffic, seeking out a runner, that is this guy's domain. And boy, does he know how to operate in it.
Offense to the line, 2nd down. Love. Hits his running back. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it'll give the Packers the 1st. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
Yellow.
Love with it on 1st down. Should have had another one there. Defense getting opportunity after opportunity to pick it off. But 2 in a row now have slipped away.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
2nd and 10. Love trying again. Get some space around midfield. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. Almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
He's going to bring this down to their 35. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. Clock is ticked down. We've reached our 2-minute warning. More football from Levi Stadium in just a moment. All set to go now from the 35.
Here we go.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Ready. 50, green.
To the air with Love. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that makes it 3rd down.
Geez, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Yellow, 20.
Throwing his Love on 3rd. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
And this isn't going to do it. The kick is no good. And they continue to trail by 21.
Well, there's certainly never, ever a guarantee from that distance, but that's one you'd expect to be in your kicker's range. You hate to have a drive come away with nothing. That's exactly what happened.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
On 1st down, they'll run. Nearly starts the drive with a 1st down run. He stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
Incomplete.
Well, he'd been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah.
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
Complete beyond the marker. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. So a gain of 30 yards on that play. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco.
22-yard line.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
Go! Cowboy 80.
Richardson on 1st and 10. Oh, he shot his shot, Brock, but they couldn't connect.
Well, it's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a third one's coming at some point.
Once more now, it's Richardson. He just throws this one away.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Here we go, Scott. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 70 Lions.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Good running, he rips off about 7. They're still short. 4th down coming up. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Quick throw, finds him outright. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Let's go. Let's go.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing to double coverage, odds are against you.
On the double.
So after the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and goal.
Get up. Let go.
They'll try and punch it in. And they keep him out of the end zone. Can't even get beyond the line. Touchdown denied. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. Last play stopped short. Still 3 yards to gain. 3rd and goal.
6 Buffalo 18. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Ready, right?
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. And he's going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers get more points to end a lopsided first half. George Kittle, the touchdown. You're good on the point after. And the 49ers continue piling on to this lead. So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. Returnable from the 1. He's out of bounds on that return, Brock, because that takes us into the break. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Return coming from the 6. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
'49ers to the line. 1st and 10.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready?
Play fake. It's Richardson. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. A gain of 15 there. And that gives the 49ers the first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Here we go. Here we go. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready?
On first down, it's Richardson. Finding Olave back-to-back plays. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
They'll run here on first down. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers grow the lead coming out of halftime.
Okay, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
York now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers grow their lead yet again.
35, Packers nothing. Cam York to kick off.
On now is York to kick this one away. Fields this one at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line.
Here we go. Ready?
From the pistol, here's Love. Completes one to Ben Sinnott. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Well, we have seen the value of a big, physical tight end, just like that. Those post routes downfield so hard to defend. The great tight ends, the physical tight ends, it's almost as if they're posting up on the low block in basketball, and you can't get around them. That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable, and creates space to take that shot downfield.
There's Love to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Well, we'll pause here, and for good reason. One of the Packers injured on that play and is being tended to.
Ready?
Here's first and 10 from the 47.
Set. Ready?
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
On the double.
From the 40-yard line now, this is first and 10.
Let's go now. 10 black. Ready?
They give it to him again. Quick adjustment defensively to stop him this time, so no gain on first down.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
33, yellow. Cut, cut.
Takes the handoff, now Love. Connects on the crosser. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Here we go.
Now Love on the play fake. Finds him on the crossing route. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. They'll have first and goal to go now after they gain 18 on the previous play.
And the Packers, first down.
Come on, set. Hut, hut.
First and goal.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that.
Yeah. Oh, try forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. That's Diamador Lenore. He's off to the races. The 30. The 10. And he's into the end zone for the pick six for San Francisco.
Hard to believe they got him yet again, Kate, especially with how far they had to go on that return. Mentally, this is not a place you ever want to be as a quarterback. It is devastating. Defensively, well, this is teaching tape for not just taking it away, but taking it to the house.
Packers, nothing.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready, set.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Love back to it after the pick. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And he's into the end zone for the pick six for San Francisco. That pick six ought to spell the end to any potential comeback we might have seen out of him, Brock. This deficit might be just too much to come back from.
Yeah, if there was any hope left, they sure could have used some points. And they're going to have to get points now in a hurry. And that's for an offense who just threw the interception. Heading right back out there, you better flush it fast.
Here's a return from the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
At their own 21-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. First and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Back to the air following that pick six. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
Good for the Packers. First down. First and 10 at the 36.
They put a receiver in motion left. Finds him quickly on the RPO. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Let's go.
Throwing from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the 49ers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
The Niners take over first and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Ready.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Cowboy 80. Jeanette. Ready.
Now a give running right. And this is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. A gain of 15 there. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Back to the well again. And they will stop him at the line on what proves to be the final play of this third quarter. Thankfully, only one quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. Back to the line they come, second down.
Cougar 19. Ready? 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Richardson. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Marquise Bell making the play. And the Packers are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
On the go.
Packers getting set here. First and 10.
Go.
Plowing up the middle. It looks like they'll give him about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
At the 11-yard line.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7. There's a dive up the middle. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for first and 10.
Coming to the line, this is first and 10. Setting him on the dive. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So he can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Let's go now. Panther 60. Panther 60. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
This time it's a passing play. Lasers this one deep down the middle. He's got it deep downfield. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And it'll give the Packers the first.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's first down. Finds him over the middle. Has a lane inside the 35. And he takes this all the way down to the 24-yard line. They get 23 on that one. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Packers.
Ready. 70 Timber. Ready.
They're going to try and throw it here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why. And
it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Short pass brought in. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still third down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
Brings up third and inches.
Here we go.
Back to throw. This is brought in by Coleman. And it is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Get it. Go.
Going ground on first and goal. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready.
Second and goal, they're going to throw. And that'll chip away some of this near the end. It's caught for a touchdown. The Packers making the scoreboard look a touch better. Santos now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers cut into the lead by another point.
49. Packers 7.
Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Bigsby with the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10.
18 Rattler. Let's go now. Panther 11, Cowboy 80.
Watch the motion.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Escapes a defender. Hits him on the out route. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
19 Lion.
On the shotgun, it's Richardson. Cut out left. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Off the play fake, here's Richardson. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there can be more interceptions.
Rolling and takes a deep shot down the middle. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work. So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Ready. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. All in left side. And there's not going to be a score, but great effort. He's out of bounds inside the 10. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers, or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch, just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
Bronco 80.
Come to me, it's me.
Let go.
Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. He finds space, middle of the field. He has the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers continue adding to an insurmountable lead. York tacks on that extra point. And the 49ers continue adding on to that lead. On now is York to kick this one away. Returnable from the 2. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 18-yard line.
Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 27.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Now here he goes on the boot. Catch made right side by Coleman. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it'll give the Packers the first.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Ready. Come on. Set. I'm coming. 60. Ready.
Throwing off the play fake. Buying some time left. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Taron Johnson has it. And the 49ers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
Here we go.
Blown back, it's the handoff. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This kid's down inside the 35-yard line.
49er.
He'll get 16 yards on that play. And that gives the 49ers the first.
34-yard line.
Here we go. Ready,
They're going to pass it here. Good, right downfield to Olave. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The 49ers throwing 6 more on the blowout. Chris Olave with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. You're good on the point after. And the 49ers tack on 7 more to their lead.
Niners 63. Packers 7.
Now is York to kick this one away. Return starts at the 3. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 19-yard line.
Ready up.
This undoubtedly the final snap of what's already a decided contest. Here he goes, one final shot. Connects on the crosser. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. So the 49ers take the win here in front of the faithful in Santa Clara. And this thing of losing such a close one the week before, apparently still at the forefront of their minds. They got out there and rebounded nicely with a win this week.